Hello, my beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace. I just wanted to thank you all for watching my videos and liking and sharing and subscribing. It's been so wonderful getting to know all of you and doing readings for you. And if you would like to get a reading, you can contact me on my website or email me at the email in the description box below. And also, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't hit you or resonate with you right now, that's okay. You can always go to your sun, moon, rising sign, and maybe the message you need is there. But I have been loving getting to know everyone, so thank you, thank you, thank you, and on to your reading. Hello, Leo. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're looking at mid-November energies surrounding you. So let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to get this reading going. What messages does Leo need to know for mid-November 2016? What messages, what energies are surrounding Leo for mid-November? What does Leo need to know? Okay, let's see here. All right, and the energy that's coming in from the beginning of November is the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this could be a person um, that you just met at the beginning of November, or really started to connect to at the beginning of November, but they came in swiftly, and I'm getting the sense that they could come in swiftly and they could leave swiftly. But when they are here, it's exciting, it's interesting. It really, gets your spirit going. It gets high emotions, but they're unreliable. Fun but unreliable. Or this could just be the energy that's coming around for you too. I mean, this is Leo. You are a fire sign, so it could be that you are, you're wanting to make decisions quickly and kind of be brash and not think about it. And you don't necessarily want to hear about the repercussions of what happens. So, it's saying like it's a great energy. When you have to make a decision and you know the sides very well, and it has to be a quick decision, and you thrive in that. You're going to make the correct path in regards to that. So we have the unconscious, Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Seven of Wands. The Eight of Swords and the Lovers are reversed. So, overarching everything. Oh, and the unconscious, or also known as the Hanged Man, is reversed as well. So when we have the unconscious, it's struggling to find yourself and your spirit, and going through a transformation that can be very challenging, can be really uncomfortable, but it is needed. So these lessons that you are learning are needed to get you to the space that spirit wants you to be in. However, when it's reversed, it's saying that you're not acknowledging that you need to make these shifts. So it's saying, the universe wants you to carry on, but you're kind of deflecting it in a way. And so this could be like, that you're charging into something and you really feel passionate about it, but it just, the path that you want to take might not be the path that you need to take. And so it's finding that reconciliation between the two, of that you want to go somewhere, but you keep getting directed somewhere else. So if that is the case, Leo, take a moment to look at that path that you necessarily aren't, enthralled in, and see what lessons lie there, because there's something that you might be missing. And you might be missing a link so that you can go on the path that you want to. And that's what the unconscious, overarching is really about, you're not listening to the signs. Okay, so we have Queen of Wands in the love. So, I think this could be an energy that's coming in. Let's just do a clarifier really quick on this. Okay, this one. Okay, let's do one more. Holy moly, how many people do we have? Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Discs. Could this be a little lover's quarrel here? Because I feel like you are definitely the Queen of Wands sitting in here. That's the fire sign there. So you're sitting very pretty in the situation. You are in control of your heart, of what it is you want and where you want to go, and it looks like maybe there's possibly two people vying for your attention. Okay. We have the King of Discs reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed, and in between it we have the Nine of Discs reversed. So in all honesty, these two choices, one of them is kind of an earthly person, really down to earth. So those energies are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but they're in the reverse. So they're not in their highest of state right now. They're kind of thrown off, and so they could be kind of greedy. They could be a little short. They could be a little bit cold, and they could only be looking at the situation in regards to, how can they get ahead financially with you. And then we have the Knight of Swords, and so these are air signs and swiftly coming in. And so with the Knight of Swords, that in the air signs, we have Gemini, we have Libra, we have Aquarius. Okay. And so somebody, I feel like, is vying for your attention, these two people, but both of them are going about it in a way that doesn't resonate with you. So you don't really feel connected to either one of them, and you kind of don't feel like, you will be prosperous with either one of them. So you're kind of watching the situation unfold, but you're not really playing an active part. Okay? So, and that's okay, because I don't think either one of them is the end all be all for you. I think it's almost like a distraction for you. And sometimes we have that in our lives of just, people coming in for that moment to help us learn a lesson about ourselves, and then they leave. And that's more of that situation. In work, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So this is, that you're kind of missing the boat and not acknowledging it. So when the Eight of Swords is in the reverse, it really talks about it being a very almost deliberate denial. Like you're just like, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about what's going on, even though you already know what the problem is. Like when the Eight of Swords is upright, it's being terrified of the situation and not really knowing, like you feel stagnant, like you just don't know where to go. But when the Eight of Swords is reversed, you know where you're supposed to go, but you're just not willing to go there. So Leo, go forth, be bold. You've got it. So it's really up to you to turn it around and deal with the situation as it is, even if it's uncomfortable for you. Okay? Because in the long run, once you deal with it, it'll make your whole entire work situation so much easier. In finances, we have the Lovers reversed. So the Lovers, yes, is about relationships, is about connection, and it can be about contracts as well. And so I think this is, if you've been through a divorce or going through a divorce, this is just severing ties, and that it's time to do that. And Yeah, I feel like it's more of a contractual thing with finances. So it's just splitting your goods, splitting things up. So this is the time to do that, you know. Um, and once again, it might be a little uncomfortable, but you are strong, and um, you can cut through it very quickly. Okay. So financial wise, I think you're okay. It's just you have to deal with the loose ends of some things going on with other people and your money combined, okay, in breaking those contracts. So it could be, a divorce, but it could also be child support. It could be, a work situation where your partner and you in work have decided to go different ways. Taxes, things like that, just that you have to kind of sever your tie, and this is the time to do it. In health, we have Seven of Wands. So you might be combating, trying to fight off a sickness. So really take care of yourself this time, right now. Vitamin C, echinacea. A really great thing to do is take a couple drops of oregano oil and just keep your immune system up, because it seems like something might be coming up towards you that you can feel like the tickle in your throat, and you're just trying to keep it at bay. So keep yourself healthy through being gentle with yourself and taking the right precautions, like taking the emergency packets and things like that, so that you can keep it at bay and it won't really affect you fully. Let us pull an angel card and see what added guidance we have for you. Leo, what message from our angels do we have for you? What added guidance do we need? The top one. Okay. All right, visualize success. Okay, so with this one it says, see yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So this links to everything, because you have some challenges in this reading, and it's really an inward spiritual, emotional, it has to break down to let you free kind of thing. And so if you visualize yourself succeeding in all of these situations, that you can break free of these two people who are not the best for you, let go of some stress and some situations at work that you're supposed to deal with and get done with, so you can move on to success, breaking those ties that no longer serve you financially, and then taking care of yourself and just doing a little extra love into yourself to keep yourself healthy. If you do these and you keep visualizing that you're doing great and that things are working out, you will start to manifest that. So that's really wonderful. All right, thank you so much, Leo. If you'd like to continue this reading, we can do a personal reading, and you can find me on my website and my email, which is linked below. Thank you so much. Love, joy, and blessings.